everybody, thanks for joining me today. It's a special occasion. I did my hair. No, this is a collab video with the amazing Samantha March here on YouTube. You may have heard me talk about her before. I think she has an awesome channel. She's a published author, for crying out loud. Then she's maintaining her YouTube channel with pretty much, I think, daily videos. The woman is unstoppable, okay? She's from the Midwest, so I kind of feel this odd connection to her, and also she loves nachos. And I love on her channel, just, she seems like herself. Like, I imagine if I met her in person, she would seem like she is in her videos, not like she's got this persona for YouTube and then she's over here acting some other way. Like, I enjoy her a lot, and I think she's got great insights on her channel. I like hearing her talk about what kinds of products she's gonna buy or not buy. I like that she incorporates Shop My Stash videos into her channel, and I just enjoy her to pieces. So when she proposed the idea of collabing, especially on this topic, I thought, yes, completely, wholeheartedly here for it. She gets full credit for this great idea. It is holy grail products that have been dethroned, and it really got me thinking here, because I ended up coming up with, as I was trying to plan for this video, oh, by the way, I meant to tell you, train of thought derailed for a second. Look at this cute shirt. Cat ladies. Don't you love it? It's from the Connor Claire boutique. Karen, who runs Makeup and Beauty Blog, OG beauty blogger, I finally bought some stuff from her little store and I want to buy some more, but I love this t-shirt. Shout out to Karen, she's great. But anyway, I ended up coming up with some things that definitely have been dethroned, I think, and you're gonna see little cutaways to the application of a lot of the stuff that I have on in this video. So if you're enjoying the eye look, which I really am, stay tuned and that'll get shown to you. Also, I got on the little barrette clip train. Could you see that one there? I got it on Amazon. In like a multi-pack, a cheap multi-pack. I think that's the only way I hear of people buying these is cheap multi-packs on Amazon. Or Walmart. My girl Heather Austin got me onto some at Walmart too. So moving on, in case you don't know how collabs work, Samantha is posting her video at the same time as this, and I will have that linked in my description. So if you'd rather watch hers, I don't blame you, just go over there, check her out. She's great. Click subscribe, you'll be glad you did. She is fantastic. And now, first product here. Boi-ing Brightening Concealer. Benefit, would you like to talk to me about what's going on with this product? I love this. I tweeted about it when somebody had tweeted me saying it looks like this product's getting discontinued, and I immediately thought, like, of all things, you know, like of all makeup products that could be discontinued, why are they taking this from me? This is my Peachy Corrector, you know, I wear it in the shade 2. If my skin gets more tan or if I have really dark discoloration, I might move into the shade 3, but it's just like a great consistency, so creamy, and a great tone for correcting things like melasma, sunspots, dark under eye circles, you name it. Darkness, this is like the anti-darkness, aka the light. And I'm looking around on websites and it's either been marked down to $15, where it still may exist, and in a lot of cases some shades are sold out. Now I am seeing that happening also with some other Benefit concealers. It's my hope that maybe they're just doing a rebrand on this or a repackaging. I mean, why did they even need to stop calling it Erase Paste? That was an awesome name, but maybe they're making a change and maybe they are gonna keep it. But out of frustration, I tweeted about it, like, say it isn't so Benefit, but they never tweeted me back. Also, It Cosmetics never tweeted me back when I asked about confidence in a foundation and why that disappeared so quickly. But anyway, I love this stuff, but I'm feeling the need to perhaps fall in love with a different kind of Peachy Corrector just in case this is getting wiped away. I've got a cool backup here, a really nice product. It's from Bobbi Brown, and you may have heard me try this in a video, not super recently, it seems like months ago, but it's called the Intensive Skin Serum Corrector, and I wear it in light bisque, and that is a really, really good corrective shade for me. It's a wand applicator and it's super thin, and I feel like this would be really good whether you have dry under eyes or not, because the consistency is so like unproblematic. It's so thin, and in a lot of cases I will use this and not even really feel the need to top off with another concealer. I did for this video because I got a concealer to talk about, but like it goes on super smoothly, super lightweight, and then you're gonna be surprised at the coverage you end up getting because it's so crazy thin. So I really like this, and I could see me using this ultimately to replace my Erase Paste if need be. The Erase Paste probably does offer a little extra moisture to the under eye area, and it's sad for me to think about this going away, but if you're like me and you've become hooked on it, you might look into this product from Bobbi Brown, because while it is a different consistency, I think it really serves the same purpose, and it comes in a variety of shades as well. well. Let's talk about Shape Tape from Tarte. I feel like with a lot of these products that are, you know, the holy grail that's been dethroned, it's not that I really dislike them now. It's just that maybe something has come along that's either more affordable or just a little more convenient or a little better. I'm holding this Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light right now, and it covers great. Like, it's really hard to take anything away from this product coverage-wise. I've always sworn by only using a few little dots of it and then really spreading it over your skin with a flat brush or a beauty blender, and I feel like the coverage is amazing. But I've got to say, if I had to recommend something, and that's sometimes what this is going to come down to, is the product I would really, truly, wholeheartedly recommend to people now is probably this e.l.f. 16 Our Camo Concealer. It covers so well. You'll see it going on and just the nice evenness on the under eye area. And again, I would say limit your application. I really feel like less is more with this product. So if you feel like I got dry under eyes, I can't cake up too much concealer there, fine. Just a couple of dots. I wear this in the shade Medium Sand, and I feel like it's super brightening on my skin, and I will also use it like down the nose and around redness. And the staying power is awesome, and it totally mimics the type of coverage you get from Shape Tape. So I'm not the first person in the world pointing this out by any means, but the way I kind of personally feel about it is that Shape Tape's kind of getting dethroned by the e.l.f. Next up, I want to talk about my Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Powder, which again, this is one of those things that I'm like, I love it. I still love it, everybody. It's a great product. It's great for me for setting the under eye, and then I'll usually go on and like set my T-zone area with it as well, and perhaps not carry on with any other powder unless I really feel like the foundation I'm wearing that day requires setting all over the face. But if I'm being completely honest with you, more often than not, I'm reaching for my pressed version of this powder. This is the exact same thing. It's translucent pressed setting powder. If you look this up on Sephora's website, you will see that it has earned an Allure Best of Beauty award, but it's so dang handy and convenient. And I'll just go in with my little e.l.f. small tapered brush, and I'll hit the under eye and I'll hit the T-zone, and something about it just seems a little less fussy than the loose powder. Plus, I feel a little more consistent with the amount I'm picking up. Like, if I'm going to use my e.l.f. small tapered brush, I know that a little dip into the product is going to be ample, but sometimes, you know, you shake out a little more, a little less. What are you actually putting on your skin as far as the loose goes? So that's just one little advantage I can think of. There's also a puff under here, very handy if you want to take this as a touch-up powder, which I think it would be great. It's got a mirror in there, but it's literally everything you love about the loose powder, just the convenience of a press. To me, if somebody asks me, like, what's a great loose powder, that Laura Mercier will continue to come to mind, but I know that they perform like the exact same function for me, so I kind of think this is the easier option. Moving on to some eye stuff, a shadow stick that I have talked about for years on my channel, loving, are the Mallee shadow sticks. I feel like they're so long wearing. They were kind of my first exposure to a cream shadow that actually like set and didn't move, didn't smudge off your eye. I'm holding this here in the shade Autumn Shimmer, and there are so many beautiful like shimmery shades in this line. I think she's come out with more matte ones too, but it's a beautiful product, and it still is. Like, nothing defective has happened with these, and over time I've tried similar ones like the Laura Mercier Caviar sticks. They are very much like this in that you can put them on, they'll set on your skin, you'll get a very long wearing finish. Things won't stay dewy, tacky feeling on the eyes, but I must say, after trying the Covergirl shadow sticks here, if you watch my Covergirl video, you know these can deliver on the staying power, on the creamy glide of the application. They're so good. So right now I'm holding the 905, which is kind of like a beigey sort of, there are three matte shades and there's one that's the lightest. It's a very bone type color. This one's just a little bit deeper, and it's a great neutralizing base all over the eyes. So love that. And then 920 is a nice little highlighting type product, or like a shimmery base on your eyes. Like for today's look, I took it around the inner corner and up onto the lid a bit. If you were just looking for the easiest shadow look ever, just a slight wash of this all over your lid. Dab over it with your finger to remove any excess, but it can be just that low maintenance. So I really love these, and if someone was asking like, what's the best shadow stick I can get at the best price, definitely these, and I don't feel like you're sacrificing any quality compared to a Mallee, compared to a Laura Mercier Caviar stick. The one thing you might run into is that within those other brands, there might be a certain shade you're just glued to, you know? Not everything in the Covergirl line is going to be a shade for shade exact dupe, but I think you may find a lot of similarities if you start looking closely. I looked through a lot of past Emily Awards videos as I was thinking about products that had been holy grails or just things that I've raved about. And one thing that I know I loved as far as drugstore single shadows are these L'Oreal Infallible Paints Metallics. I'm holding them here in the shades Rose Chrome, and then this is, yeah, the Violet Luster. They're really pigmented, like absolutely beautiful, nicely soft shadows. And they continue to be that way. They haven't stopped being that way. But if I were to like recommend a great shadow single at a drugstore price, I would probably recommend ColourPop. And this is my homemade palette. Like homemade, that doesn't sound right. I picked the shades in here. And you may have seen that video where I actually reviewed the entire process of using their website, making your own custom palette. And these shadows are so nice. Like not a dud in the bunch. I'm wearing them today so you can see a quick like fast forwarded application. I'll put the shade names and everything down in the description. But the mattes impress me equally as much as like these super shiny, like bright metallics. You don't have to work extra hard to blend any of these. There's nothing quirky or weird about them. They're just really nice shadows. And I think as you go through their full selection and you want to build your own palette perhaps, or just have those singles as is and put them in some other just single palette that you're building, I think you'll notice a lot of unique shades actually. Different finishes, different like duochrome kind of things happening. So it's a great variety. It's a really great price, and I think you'll love the quality as well. So like this shade I put on my lid, Beam Me Up, just really effortless application. Another favorite is this color called Sleeper, this beautiful berry shade that can sheer out and kind of look any number of ways. You know, if you wear it lightly, as you can kind of see it starting to sheer out here just above the crease. Like it's gorgeous, but packed on, you get a really nice berry intensity. So I would highly recommend looking into the ColourPop singles if you're wanting drugstore price range, kind of pick them yourself single shadows. This next one here was kind of like brought to my attention recently by somebody who must have been going through my older videos and hearing me talk a lot about the Jordana Color Envy liquid liner. Do you remember when that was like the go-to for years for me? Love that stuff. It was a great price. It did not budge. It was so easy for me to put on. Just classic black liquid liner, y'all. Nothing fancy. And I think I initially found it in like a display in Walgreens, and then after that time I was able to buy it directly from Jordana's website, and I would buy like 3 at a time so I could be stocked on it. But now it seems like you can't even find them there. So like this product is not around anymore. I would say the next best thing for a classic black liquid liner, the Milani Stay Put Matte 17-Hour Wear, is a lot like the Jordana. Plus, I mean, isn't Jordana like under the parent company of Milani or vice versa? Like it's not surprising that's probably the exact same formula. But this is so rich and black and easy to put on. So if you like that classic style, like kind of inkwell design liquid liner, and you love the Jordana like I did, you might look into this Milani. But a little shout out if you're more comfortable with the pen style liners, also at a drugstore price range, is the Revolution Renaissance Flick. I've talked about this pen before, how it's a little bit larger in the center, and something about that actually makes it super easy to hold and control. And it's just a little, you know, simple pen, and it lasts really well. The intensity is great, even over highly shimmery looks. So this is a very beginner friendly product, I think. From high-end brands, I love the M Cosmetics liner pens and the Too Faced Better Than Sex liner pen too. But the most comparable thing currently on the market at the drugstore price, most similar format to the Jordana, is this Milani. Oh my gosh, guys, do you remember when I would not shut up about Revlon Precision Lash Glue? Like that was a huge favorite. Eventually, it kind of dethroned itself. Like it just sort of faded off the market, wasn't finding it anywhere anymore. So I moved on to the more accessible options like the Duo Lash Adhesive in the very same format, you know, the wand applicator, or one from Kiss. And eventually I had developed that weird like irritation across my lash line, and I believe I'd been using the Kiss glue at that time. And so I kind of gave my eyes a break from lashes for quite a while, and I decided that I really needed to seek out something that would be great for extra sensitive eyes. And I came across this. It was highly recommended. It had great reviews. This Esquito Companion Eyelash Glue, and I got it on Amazon. And Esquito is also a pretty popular brand of false lashes. And it's got the wand applicator. It claims to be latex free and formaldehyde free. And I will tell you, I have never had lash line irritation using false lashes with this glue, so I'm hooked. Like, they've got me. I will continue to buy this as long as I'm wearing false lashes. I'm wearing it today. The application is super easy, just as easy as it was with the Revlon or any of those other brands I mentioned, but I really haven't had any sensitivity to this product. So boom, it's in. It's my queen. Thank you. Oh, here's a great one. Buxom lip creams, like the one in White Russian. This is my mini. I often get the minis of these because I just think it's a great deal, usually around the holidays. But I've long talked about these as like my favorite lip plumper type product. The lip polishes as well, some of those are really great too. But these are characterized by, I think, pretty color on the lips, a great amount of shine, a cooling sensation, and then what shows up on the market but the Milani Keep It Full. And what are these doing? Well, it's a lot of the same things that Buxom does. There are certain ones that I would probably compare more to the lip polishes that Buxom makes. A little more sheer, more shimmer in them, and then there are some that are just straight up creamy. And I've got a lot of favorite shades. I love the shade Rosewood for kind of a deeper mauve-y neutral. If you look up close, you might see a little shimmer in it, but it really doesn't translate on the lips. Also love Soft Rose. That's the shade that I'm wearing today. And I mean, find me a prettier nude lip gloss, because this goes on fully opaque. I wanted to wear this one today to prove that to you. It's so beautiful, and I'm still feeling this beautiful cooling sensation on my lips. The thickness is perfect, not sticky. Probably a little less sticky than the Buxom, frankly. But as lip glosses tend to be, it's very lip perfecting. You know, it takes away the look of a lot of lines in your lips, gives you beautiful shine. Is it actually plumping up my lips? I don't know. I think it's more of just the appearance of your lips looking plumper for having this on. Discovered the shade Rosy Bronze when I did that big Milani lip try on, but that one is stunning. It's got some shimmer in it, but whew, that one's so pretty. And then in Walmart, I found the shade called Blush. Cooler pink, really, really gorgeous. That's just a few that I like. I like so many of them. That is an amazing lip gloss that can just do no wrong as far as I'm concerned. Last couple of things I want to mention. These Becca Luminous blushes, I don't think they've ever really had like major holy grail status for me. I think they're gorgeous and great, but I'm kind of just tossing them in at the end here because I don't feel like I've ever really raved on and on enough about them for them to be at the same level as a lot of these other things I've talked about. But I'm holding this here in the shade Snapdragon, and I just wanted to say that if you're really into these, maybe I'm trying to make you dethrone these if they're your favorite. Look into the Beauty Bakery Cotton Candy Champagne palette. It's a great value. You're getting these gorgeous glowy blushes. So this is for the glowy blush people. This is what you want. Like, it's absolutely stunning. I'm wearing this shade here, 24-hour Champagne Diet. Great coral, pink, kind of earthy, rich apricot, and then a little bit more of a plummy neutral shade down here. They're all great. I love applying them with my e.l.f. blush brush, and I just can't say enough about that palette. And if you're into something like this, I think you'll find that the texture, the pigmentation, just the feel to the touch is so similar to the Beauty Bakery. And by the way, I also am wearing the Milk and Honey palette from this brand. The shade Spoiler Alert right here is my highlight today, so yay. And the last thing, I've got something that is waiting to be dethroned, and it's my Covergirl Clump Crusher Water Resistant. I've talked about how I always would use this on my lower lashes, but then it kind of oddly started smudging on me. Something either changed in the formula, something changed with my skin, and I'm not sure which, but it started just leaving this little like grayish tint by the end of the day. And I just don't want that. And I know that I can use the Thrive Liquid Lash Extensions there. It's a tubing mascara. It's not gonna smear off, but I want a drugstore option here to use on the lower lash line. And I've used the CoverGirl Lash Blast Active. That smeared a little. Eventually this L'Oreal Unlimited Waterproof smeared a little bit on me. Something on my radar to try again is the Maybelline Lash Discovery, the waterproof version. I want to test that out. I think a long time ago I used to get away with using the non-waterproof Lash Discovery down there, so I may give that a go. Or if you've got any suggestions of a great drugstore, will not smear mascara for my lower lash line, let me know. But that is it, everyone. I feel like I talked forever, but thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Samantha, for being my friend on here. Thank you for the great content you share with all of us all the time. I think you're fantastic. Again, link to her below in the description under this video. All products mentioned will also be listed and linked below, and thank you so much, everyone, for your time. I'll see you soon. Bye.